And welcome back to another great video to get the latest market news and weekly option spread signals. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below and the notification bell for more videos just like this one. So I do have a follow-up update from my video last week. If we look at the markets, last week we were trading somewhere around 394, 395 on the SPY. We saw a significant dip as Jerome Powell continues to forecast more further rate hikes, and we saw a huge downturn. Now today we're getting a nice bounce. We're going to take a look at Elon Musk updates on his Twitter position, if he should step down as head of Twitter. We'll take a look at the votes. There's new news here on China. We'll take a look at the Chinese market for those of you who like investing in companies like Alibaba or NIO. And we will also take a look at why the market is up today. There is some news on better than expected earnings with some of the giants. I've only been trading the SPY lately and it's been working out great. I know this is horrendous and it's a tough market, but there is some option strategies, and I have an update with my previous positions. We're seeing all the bulls and all the bears losing premium. It is a sideways market with a bearish sentiment. And if we remove the candles, we'll see my basic moving averages that give me the short-term sentiment and a 200-day moving average here, giving me my overall trend line. And very simply here, you can see that it looks like we want to go lower. It's been very simple. You short once it hits the 200-day moving average, and as we make lower lows, you long the market. These moves do take about 2 to 3 months, so take that into consideration. Let's turn this back on. I've been trading a lot of neutral positions like iron condors, selling spreads, and from time to time, I do buy spreads. I opened this position last Thursday at the release of my previous video for an average credit of $1.15. That's $115. And the expiration was for this Friday. I happily closed it today for a total profit of 50%. That's $58 in just a few days during this tough market. That little bounce helped today. It's been a few days of time decay, and I decided to lock in profits. And that's all I've been doing every week, depending on the market conditions. My current buying power is 1,424. I opened 2 new positions today that I bought for around $200. Total, my account is around $1,600 for this, and I'm up about 60% in a few months with a $1,000 account. My goal is to slowly grow this account consistently, just like I have been in these current conditions. It's very tough to trade the market right now, and I'm playing a lot of neutral positions. I sell iron condors, and I also do buy spreads from time to time. Today, I did happen to buy some spreads after I locked in some profits. That is the latest update this week. I'm up once again. I'm only risking a small percentage of my account, around 10%, which is still huge, but the returns have a high probability of returns. It's just collecting money every week passively. If this is something that interests you, just trading the SPY, collecting premium from everybody buying calls and puts, make sure to check out the links under the description of this video. Join the Patreon where I have weekly signals. It's not very active. I do maybe 1 or 2 trades per week. It's very simple. You let the time do its work. And the beauty of the SPY is that it's highly liquid. Let's say that you have a $100,000 account or $200,000 account or $500,000 account. You can do the same exact spreads that I'm doing, just size up of the same ones that I am getting into. There is plenty of liquidity in the SPY. If you have a $10,000 account, for example, I'm taking a $115 position. You can take a $1,000 position and mitigate that risk week after week with these high probability trades. These type of strategies have been working for me the past few months, and it's very simple. I'm not looking for the hottest pick. I am trading the major market and collecting every week. So what to expect coming forward? I do continue to have a bearish outlook in this market. We are seeing a nice bounce today in the market. It's up about 1.43%. And let's take a look at why. Dow Surges 500 points led by Nike on hope earnings will be better than feared. Nike surged 13% after beating Wall Street's expectations for quarterly earnings and revenue. The results lifted other retail stocks. The sports apparel maker also showed progress in its attempt to clear through inventory, posting a decline over the previous quarter. Meanwhile, FedEx gained 5%. FedEx also gained today after reporting earnings per share that beat estimates. The company also shared a slew of cost-cutting plans. Better than expected consumer confidence data for December also boosted investor sentiment in the markets, jumping to its highest level since April. If we go back to the charts, let's take a look at Nike. Nike is currently up 13%, huge lift. We can see volume coming in here for Nike, and it cleared my 200-day moving average, shifting to a bullish sentiment. Could this be the turn? Possibly. There was a fake out. We need to give it a few days to see if it trades down below the 200-day moving average or if it holds in the next coming weeks. A couple of days ago, on December 18th, Elon tweeted, "Should I step down as head of Twitter?" He's been doing a lot of irrational decisions with Twitter and just creating chaos, and it's just been a mess. I will abide by the results of this poll. So he made a poll. Everybody was able to vote. 57% of people voted yes and 42% voted no. So the majority voted that they do want Elon to step down. There was 17.5 million votes, and these are the final results. Based on those results, Elon Musk says he will resign as Twitter CEO when he finds a successor. Mr. Musk, who asked his Twitter followers on Sunday if he should step down as head of service, will remain the company's owner. So he will no longer be the CEO until he finds that successor, but he will remain the owner. And lastly, the latest news, investments are set to flow back into China as tech giants avoid U.S. delisting. Government pledges policy support, says investment manager. There's been this back and forth talk about Chinese stocks being delisted. We saw a huge downturn because of that in the past couple of years, and now they're saying they will support Chinese stocks. Investors could regain confidence in Chinese tech stocks again as more than 100 companies, including Alibaba and Baidu, avoided being kicked off the U.S. stock exchanges. There was a lot of fear about investing in Chinese stocks. Last week, the U.S. accounting watchdog said that they have gained full access to the audit of the financial statements of the Chinese companies. Policy support could also help to boost growth for these companies. China had pledged to raise domestic consumption as the country moves towards boosting growth after removing its zero COVID policy. Now, there's been a lot happening since the talk of banning some of these stocks. And if we take a look at NIO, that's one that I was following. It's down significantly, around $11. I was a super bull here, and it just plowed through all my price targets here. My bearish price point was around $17, and we're way below that. NIO once was trading around $67, and we're trading at $11.61. Huge discount. So if you're a bull here with Chinese companies, tech companies, this is one to look out for. Here is Alibaba, down significantly, was trading at around $317. It's at $87. Let's measure that move from peak to bottom. It hit a recent bottom in October. That's down 81%. Now, do take this news with a grain of salt. Every year or every so many months, you hear a shift on these stocks being listed or delisted. It's always risky. There is no certainties in the market. That's all I have for today. If you enjoyed this video or found it of any value, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. Check out Patreon if you want simple spreads, basic spreads, trading every week, collecting premium. If you're tired of losing money and lost all hope, this is the way to go. Thank you once again, and I'll see you guys on the next video.